So the question is, the organic compound that build up the living body or living matter is known as. So before doing the question, we should know what is a organic compound, right? So we can divide the compounds into two, right? You can see. So we can divide the chemical compounds into two, that is organic and inorganic. Okay, these chemical compounds only build up the living matters, right? So this can be divided into two. So first is organic, that contain carbon, right? So if a compound contain carbon, we say organic. Then the inorganic, which do not contain carbon. So there are some elements or some compounds, not elements, some compounds, they contain carbon, but they are inorganic. So these are inorganic because these carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, carbonates, bicarbonates, they have carbon, but they are inorganic. So you should keep this in mind. So you know what is organic compound, right? So these organic compound build up the living body, right? So that we called as the biomolecules, right? I think you understood. So these organic compounds forms the biomolecules, right? It means that organic compound build up the living body. So when we talk about the biomolecules, mainly there are four types, right? So main four types of biomolecules: carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acid. You should be able to identify these four. These are the four major types of biomolecules, right? And also, when you consider organic, you have all these are organic molecules, right? Because we say no, the organic compound, right? These four are organic molecules. Along with that, the vitamins. Vitamins also an organic compound. And except that, we can say for inorganic, water, minerals, and gases are inorganic compounds, right? Four elements in living body. Which one of the following element has the highest percentage, right? So normally in the environment, in the nature, we have 92 existing elements, right? So in these 92, we can consume, or we in the living body, we have only 25, right? Okay, so in the nature we have 92 elements. In that, in the living body there are 25, right? In these 25, the most common four elements are these: hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen. Okay, so these are the most common four elements that is present in the living body, right? Did you get that? Right. So when we talk about the highest percentage, so oxygen is in the highest percentage, see, 65%. So in our body, most of the element that we have, because in the blood, everything, most of the part we have oxygen concentration, more oxygen concentration. Therefore here we have 65% of oxygen, right? Then 18% carbon, 10% hydrogen, then 3% nitrogen, then other gases like, not gases, other elements like sulfur, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, those are in 4%. So the answer for this is the oxygen. Okay, so the answer is the second answer. Okay, right. This is the answer, right? So which of the following statement is incorrect regarding carbohydrates, right? So when we talk about carbohydrates, so those are the most abundant organic compound on the earth, right? These are present in high amount in earth. Okay. So the first statement is monosaccharide is the structural unit of carbohydrate. Yes, that is correct. Okay. So the carbohydrates, the basic unit of carbohydrates is what? The basic unit is the monosaccharide. So that is the correct answer. Okay, this is correct. Then the second one. They say cellulose, starch, and galactose are examples for polysaccharides. So we know that we can divide the carbohydrate into mainly three groups, right? So what are the groups? Let's see. So here, this is first one is the monosaccharides, then disaccharides, then polysaccharides. So these are the three divisions of carbohydrate, right? So when you see monosaccharide, mono means one, right? That is us, we call as a simple sugar. Saccharides means sugar, right? So monosaccharide, that is a single or simple sugar, right? Di means two. Disaccharides mean combinations of two sugars, right? That is di. Then poly means many. So combination of many sugars form the polysaccharide. So when we see the examples for monosaccharide, we have glucose, then fructose, galactose. Then disaccharide, maltose, sucrose, lactose. Then polysaccharide, starch, cellulose, glycogen, right? So here they are saying cellulose, starch, and galactose. So in this question, in this statement, this is a polysaccharide and this is a polysaccharide. Why galactose is not a polysaccharide. Galactose is a monosaccharide. So you can see here. So this is the incorrect statement. Okay, so this is the answer number 2. Okay, so let's discuss the other statements also. So disaccharides are sweet and water soluble crystal. Okay, so you should know what the properties, right? So when you talk about the properties, normally monosaccharides, disaccharides, they are crystal shaped, sweet and water soluble. So you can see mm, in this screen that I have mark these two in the same shape, right? So mostly they are sweet and water soluble. They are in crystal shape. But when we talk about polysaccharides, they are not crystal in shape and they cannot be soluble in normal water, right? Did you understand? Clear? Am I going fast? You can tell me, okay? If it is fast, I can tell that slowly. If you anyone have, right, okay. If anyone is feeling difficulty, that then you can unmute talk or you can chat, right? Then, so this is a correct statement. Then the fourth one, the main elemental composition are CHO, right? So when we talk about carbohydrates, mainly we have these three, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, CHO, right? So let's say when you have a lipid, what is its elemental composition? Quickly put in the chat box. If you have lipids, what is the elemental composition? Elemental composition of lipid. So elemental composition means the main elements that carbohydrates is made up of, right? So as, yeah, right, very good. So lipid also same CHO, very good. So first we have to know what is a catalyst. So you know this catalyst are special proteins, or we can say organic catalyst, right? Those are special proteins and produced within the organism. It means that is produced within ourselves and it increase the rate of biochemical reaction. So let's say, so one reaction is to carry out some reactions, we have to give heat. Okay, so if we give heat only, the reaction can occur. So if you are giving heat, it can, we should give more heat, then sometimes it will be harmful, right? So instead of giving heat, we can use a catalyst. So if a thing is happen through heat, instead of we use enzymes, it can happen through those enzymes also, right? It means it increase the rate of reaction. Let's say the you're producing a product using temperature with, let's say, 200 degrees Celsius. So instead of applying 200-degree, if you add an enzyme within a short period of time, within 20 minutes, if you are with temperature, we are doing with 20 minutes, with the enzymes we can less those time. Okay. And when you apply the catalyst, there will be no any change in the, that change happened to that catalyst. It means here you can see here the substance means the reactants, it attached to the enzyme, so the reaction occur here, and what happens, the product is formed. So you can see in all these three diagrams there is no any change in the enzyme. Okay, can you see this? There is no any change in the enzyme shape. Okay, so there will be no any change in the enzyme, only the product is formed, right? Now you can say catalyst increase as well as decrease in the reaction rate. No, only catalyst increase. So here we can say increase the rate of biochemical. So the first A statement is wrong. Though catalysts take part in chemical reaction, they are not consumed during reaction. Yes. So here you can see, is there any change in the enzymes? No, they are not taking the enzymes, only the reaction is occurring speed, okay, fastly. Then a small amount of catalyst is adequate. Adequate means enough. Yes. So if you add small amount of enzyme, then that will be enough for two reactions, okay, to do the reactions. Okay. So the answer is only B and C. Okay, understood? So answer B and C. Second one. Okay, try this.